Hello, Rally Esports community, family, and friends. We are back today on this lovely Friday with the third week of our Spring Open. Tonight we have one match for you. The match that you will see tonight here in just a few moments is going to be Absolut Black Pearl versus Bushido Warriors Samurai. Now, with me today, who's also lovely our stream coordinator and also my co-host, is Nerd. Jumping, how you doing?
Good evening, guys. I'm doing fantastic.
So our maps tonight that we have, Mr. Jumping, it looks like map number 1, we're going to be sitting on a hardpoint on Mercado, which is not very often we see Mercado start off, so this should be a good rollout. Then after that, it looks like we're going to be going into a hotel S&D. We're going to follow up with a control on hotel as well. So we're going to have back-to-back hotels. Now, if this ends up being close and we end up making it to a map 4, we're going to be on an embassy hardpoint. And then if we do make it to the glorious map 5, we will be back on Mercado for a final S&D. What are your thoughts on these maps?
Think it's going to be a close one. Bushido has shown some pretty good skills as well as going on the rotations and whatnot, hardpoint, control, and S&D. They're pretty patient. Absolute, though, from what Vaughn and Eon has been telling us, is that they're absolute maniacs at search and destroy. So I'm expecting some good numbers from them on that. Control, it's going to be pretty fun, honestly, as long as they hit the right angles and get more lives than the other team. It's going to be a pretty quick game, honestly. This is more biased in my opinion because I like Absolut. Haven't seen too much of Samurai. So I'm hoping to see some scrappy games, some good hill time. Embassy is going to be fun. Hardpoint is going to be probably the better mode for that specific map. And then Mercado S&D, if we get to that, if we get to Embassy, I think Mercado is going to be a pretty hard S&D. But I think it's going to be a good match. Good match for these teams. Again, I haven't seen too much of Samurai. I've seen a lot of Black Pearl, so I want to see something exciting happen.
Well, I mean, I actually haven't really got to see Black Pearl really play. They're the one absolute team that I haven't seen much of compared to the other two that we have going on this year. As for the Bushido team, unfortunately, this is going to be their first time being streamed. We haven't got to see much of them. So I'm going to kind of let it ride in the middle and kind of see where it goes. I don't really have enough information on either side to determine, how it's going to play out one way or another. Talking about these maps, though, you have Mercado, the first one. Mercado's not too bad for a hard point. There are definitely some key points that if you can't command control of them, it's really a big turning point. Personally, I feel like P2 is a big one. And then same thing with P3 inside the warehouse. Those are two big rotations. And then I'd say inside that little double door hallway that you hold, which I believe is P4. Those three, if you can lock them down, it's usually hard for them to get stripped from you, and it can be a really big turning point. So it's really going to come down to who rotates to those soonest and whether or not they can hold them if they get them. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how that turns out. It looks like the teams are ready and itching and ready to go. So we will be heading into map number 1, Mercado Hardpoint. We come in here. Absolute does have a decent lead right now as we sit 48 to what's soon to be about 20. So it's still rather close, but that P1 goes to show you right there if you manage to hold it down and get it. Now, P2, again, like I said, I thought it was going to be one of the key points. The Samurai are doing a really good job of holding it down, and it's allowing them to get back in this game, and they could even take the lead here from this point. And so I think with how kind of even it's been, especially kind of kill-wise, I think it's going to come down to rotations for the main point in this game to see how close it's going to wind up.
I agree. You can even see Black Pearls going ahead with that rotation. They saw that Samurai was holding it indefinitely for the whole time, and they just were like, okay, cool, we're just gonna have to rotate out.
There's no game footage up.
Oh.
Sorry about that, chat. We got so intertwined in the match and watching how it was going, we forgot to swap it over.
Sorry,
Do
guys.
apologize. But as you can finally now see, Absolute is sitting at soon to be 85 to 50. The rotations are definitely what's coming into play right now, as both teams are sitting pretty even when it comes to slaying power. And so not one team is overly killing the other one. So it's definitely going to come down to holds. And I think it's really going to come down to those key points that we had mentioned earlier, Nerd. I think that whatever team manages to hold those and keep them held, as we see Absolute losing P4 there to Samurai, and that going back in their favor. If they can keep this and hold this down, it will put it close to a tied game, sitting them at like 99 to 100, depending on how many things. But it looks like Absolute is going back and forth with them, and no one's currently sitting on it.
Yeah, it's being briefly held by Absolute. It's that goes to show you that this is not like a takeaway game in favor of the other team. This is going to be actual competition right here.
It looks like they did manage to contest it quite a few times, so it looks like if they manage to hold the rest of this as they work on this next rotation, it's just going to put them slightly around 94. Still puts it within a 6-point lead, but as you can see, Absolute is gearing up for P5. They are currently fighting over the point, and it looks like Kachiga is going to go. He was thinking about going dark. Looks like he's going to wrap around the back side there. So they're paying attention. I don't know if he can get up behind them. Ooh.
But you got him.
It may have looked like he would have gotten Rooster, but I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he wouldn't have gotten Rooster. There's another one on the bottom. Rooster was up top and managed to pick him up from the window as they went to clash with each other.
Yeah, that's pretty heated right there. Even if he killed Rooster, Ryuk was there to pick up the kill. And there goes Samurai. They take the point. With about 20 seconds left, they might get a little bit closer, but you got to see if they are able to hold this spot. Oof. Alpha Caesar is taken out by Jort. Love the name.
Ryuk ends up getting Kachig as they now have control of, I believe it's P6, because there's 7 points on this map.
Yes.
One of the more points of Hardpoint maps. But honestly, what it looks like what's happening is Absolute is rotating sooner. They get enough and they manage to hold them off of it long enough to at least get, a third to half of it. And then they end up losing it. And then when they lose it, they just go ahead and rotate to the next point. So it's definitely leaving Samurai to have to play a catch-up game.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. You have to play very economically when you're in Hardpoint. If you're just not able to get the time within a certain amount of seconds, you're just starting to move over and get the next one. As long as you're within that certain amount of digits, it's definitely a comeback within the realm of possibility.
Absolutely. Zeno there picks up one in the back parking lot.
Ooh.
Gets Atlas there in the mid. It looks like Rooster might run over there to him. Oh, he almost gets Rooster, but Rooster ends up getting it with a headshot of the car. Caesar picks up Jort with a wall bang. Oof. As they rotate over to this P7. But right now it is in Samurai control with Kachig on the point. Rooster sitting on the heady though in mid, kind of covering that P1.
That would have been close. Kachig
And
almost
it
gets
looks
Atlas.
like they managed to swarm the last point there and take it back control, putting it in Absolute's favor, as they are now moving or attempting to move their way to a what would have been 100 point, but they managed to get stripped off of it as Kachiga there with a double kill on Caesar and Rooster.
Absolutely
as they hold this point down.
Let's see if they can be able to get some scrap time on P1. That's going to be a real make or to break it type of deal going on.
They end up not seeing Atlas there in the middle as they went to push. They both turned to the corner and went into tunnel and gave Atlas their back. Atlas managed to pick up one. Shame and Kachiga pick up Rook and Atlas. Caesar gets Zeno. York gets Caesar, so he gets traded out there. Still, no one really showing the sign of having control of this P1 yet, as it looks like it does go to Samurai's favor right now. But they only have one person on it. They end up stepping off of it, but they Jort there with a double kill as he actually picks the root, but gets traded out by Rooster.
Ooh, Atlas gets the same deal. It's real important I gotta mention this, Sarah. It's real important you get a trophy down on the point, even if it's just one. I know people like to stack it with 4, but one trophy is gonna help make all the difference.
Yeah, you are right. Although I have discovered there is a way to make a cruise still count, even with the trophy down.
Yes.
If you manage to bounce it off the wall slightly above where the trophy is, the trophy won't be able to reach it, and the explosion will still count, and it's within range of still killing the people in the area.
You know, I think that's also a thing with grenades. Something like that happened to me, or actually happened to a teammate on this particular map playing S&D. They put down the trophy in Hedge Alley, but the grenade still ends up killing him, even though it was right on top of it.
And the only thing I could think of is maybe how they cooked it. It exploded before the trophy was able to destroy it.
Yeah, there's that too. Dang. Black Pearls is just holding down this point very hard. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
They were, but right there, Samurai does get control of this as they're working and getting their way back into this. If they end up capping the rest of this, it will put them neck to neck, but this next point is definitely going to matter, as it looks like Atlas was on there, gets taken out, and Ryuk is on the new point by himself, but there is 3 Samurai on there, so his teammates definitely need to get there to help him. Ryuk goes down, Zeno ends up getting Atlas, so there's only one... I take that back, none, as Samurai managed to get them out of that point and actually keep them out of it.
Wow, they're doing pretty good so far. I mean, the teams are actually kind of neck and neck. You can see we got Kachik 26-18. We have a Little Rooster Atlas 25-19. Jord at 25-17. We have Little Rooster at 24-23, and then we have the other guys, Ryuk 16-20, and then Alpha Caesar 13-23, and then Zeno 15-22, Chame 19-21. It's pretty even so far, but in this case,
it looks like the spawns for the next point are still kind of split. Ryuk gets Jort there though. But runs into Kachig as Kachig gets him on the steps.
Ooh, you almost got to that.
Little Rooster gets Kachig though, and the point is currently in Absolute's favor. They're going to need to hold this to win completely, or they're going to need to at least keep Samurai from getting 5 points on it. They run off the point though, and trying to just give them what they need to win. He should have stayed on.
Yeah, he should have.
So I'm not gonna lie, Absolute kind of sold there for a little bit, just kind of handing them the last 5 points by stepping off of it. But a great comeback by Samurai as they were down by, I'm pretty sure 80 points there at one point, and they managed to have a good rotations, kind of got in their groove, and you know, came back there to take it, and actually ended up winning by a 39-point lead. So, I mean, like you said, our matches were definitely close matches, definitely closer than, you know, what potentially was anticipated from 2 teams we hadn't seen before. With that being said, round 1, map 1 goes to Samurai, which leads us into going into a map 2 S&D Hotel.
I can't wait to see how this goes. Sarah, this is gonna be fun to watch. From the experiences we've been seeing in the matches so far, I'm just excited to see see Absolut play again. They're, in my opinion, they're really good from what I've been seeing, but I secretly hope to see Samurai come out on top, guns blazing. All right, we have the teams set up. We're gonna go ahead, chat, and roll into the game. Go ahead, guys, and launch it up.
All right, so here we go. S&D Hotel. How key do you feel a sniper is on this map for either team?
I will be honest with you. I don't think it's completely necessary, but it is a very unexpected thing to be using. I myself have not seen too many snipers in S&D, but that's probably because I'm at a lower rank. But I personally don't believe they're needed, but someone will change my mind, no doubt.
It looks like this is going to be a quick plant A.
Yes.
Ryuk
Oh.
stunned someone in couches. He knows someone's there.
Caesar just gets absolutely cooked by Chame. And he had the bomb.
Ryuk ends up getting James though, so it is 3-3 either side. He still knows someone's couches.
Ooh.
And as you can see, his teammate was sitting there, but Jort ends up picking up a little rooster
Let's go.
on the back.
Not looking good for Samurai right now. Ooh. There's Atlas here. Bomb is planted. Ooh. Atlas gets Jort. Ryuk is still alive too. 2v2. Ooh. You see what Ryuk is doing?
Dude, he hears the guy underneath him.
Oh, it is a 2v1. Let's see if he accidentally picks up these kills. Oh,
He gets killed. Did they manage to get back on the bomb?
They did. A shame.
Yeah, they did.
I wonder if did he have any tacticals or lethals? I feel like he should have tossed them. If he did.
No, he threw them in. That's how he saw where Xeno was. He threw them into couch.
Oof. He should have kept going more to the right.
I'm not gonna lie, when he was back on that back patio, I would have pushed top bedroom and got that top angle on trying to get them. Just because it at least would give him the angle to back away if he needed to. Where there, since they were both holding that box area, I mean, even when he went to turn and run, it gave his back to the other team.
He should have totally done that. It's a little upsetting that some people just don't do the conventional thing.
Ooh, little rooster lighting up two people there, but unfortunately just not having the ammo to really kill either one as he tried to light him up. But
Wow.
I mean, he definitely almost had a two-piece.
Did Chame do that? Did he take out two people?
If he also took out Rooster, then yes. Or no, he didn't take out Rooster.
That'd have been crazy if he did. Ooh, 20 seconds left on the bomb. We have Xeno on L desk. Does he hear it? Oh, he does hear it. 12 seconds. It looks like he gave that call out to his teammate. There it is. Bomb cannot be defused. Excellent. Or, I mean, plant.
Oh. I'm sorry, Messiah. So thank you, Messiah, for raiding into us.
Oh.
Messiah also redeemed a Messiah impression, and apparently we did not see it, and he feels like we were ignoring him, and that was totally not our intention.
I am so sorry, Messiah. That's my fault. I'm doing streaming and casting at the same time.
We were definitely hyper-focused into the match here as we were trying to figure out how two or three of them all dropped kind of at once. So
Yeah, that was super quick.
it's kind of bad timing there.
Ooh. There goes Rooster, trying to prove me wrong.
Rooster does get a good sniper kill. I don't know, nerd, are you any good at British accents? Because I am not.
I will
I'd
try
be
my
good.
best. Good day, governor. Good day, chat. It's going to be a great game going on. No, that's Australian. I can't. Crumpets and tea, crumpets and tea, crumpets and tea. We're at chat. It looks like Lil Rooster has been in failure of trying to prove me wrong with sniper skills, if you need it or not on the bomb.
It is one-on-one. Bomb's not down, and it looks like they managed to pick him up. So now they go up 3. No, they don't go 3. I'm sorry. They went to the other team. I didn't
With
get
the
to see
samurai.
So right there, Ryuk and Absolut managed to pick up that last kill there, making it 1-2.
In favor of Black Pearls?
Sorry about that, chat. If you heard a loud scream, my child stubbed his toe on the chair.
Sorry, I tried. Stop judging me.
My man's Australian now. I mean, honestly, Messiah, I'm gonna have to like, if you want to keep redeeming these, you and other people, I'm gonna have to like study some like British accents to kind of really kind of get the tone down. Because it seems like any of us who ever try, we always do sound Australian
Yeah,
and not British.
it's so hard. I hear more Australians than I do British.
I can hear it in my head. I can hear like Messiah like, oh, hello, governor, and then he's like, oh, that's just diddly donk. But I guess I can't hear the
Diddly donk.
the accent in my head though.
Right? It's
For
just
some
like
reason, it's
you have to speak with a louder mouth.
well, I think the biggest thing is because there's different parts of England and they all have different accents. Like you have like the Jason Statham
Oh,
accent,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then you have like the
Oh!
like the Beckham accent. So like it's just it's hard to pick which one to go with. And you try to blend the three, and what do you know? Australian.
I love Australians. Australians. My gosh.
Yeah, Australian. And yes, Messiah, I do find the fact that you use the word dilly donk mildly entertaining.
It's a funny word.
It is. It is a funny word. It's like one of those words you just look at someone, you're like, oh, why are you being such a diddly donk for? And then they like look at you like, what did you call me?
I can only imagine you saying that to somebody. You diddly donk, how dare you? And someone's
Yeah,
just...
part of me wants to, but the only problem is that I'd have to ask Messiah what the meaning of it is again, so then that way when someone looks at me dumbfounded, I could actually be like, it's this.
I can't wait. You have to video record that so we can all hear it. Ooh. Alpha Caesar has the bomb. Ooh! Ooh! Double kill
Alpha.
in his pocket.
Double kill there.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. It's a 2v1. It was a 4v1.
Yeah, he managed to get 2 though, so now it's gonna have to come down to like, how is he gonna play this?
It looks like he's playing at the right time. Oh, he does have Kachig on the B side. But Zen was all the way on the opposite. And he has Daddy. I feel like he needs to plant this ASAP. Oh, he made noise. Kachig definitely heard it. Yep. Oh, you could see he tried the dolphin dive out of there. Wow.
Dolphin dive, and honestly, he almost got saved. Luckily, Kachig realized he shot his teammate in the back of the head and stopped. If he wouldn't have stopped firing, he may have potentially got away with his life there. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was who... Oh no, they actually gave the kill to Kachig. I swear I thought his teammate picked it up.
Oh.
But right there... Oh, I see. He did kill him. It just didn't register the death until after his teammate crossed. So technically he died before shooting. Well, maybe he had a very traumatic death. One of those long drawn out ones where they're like, oh my gosh, the person that, sits there and screams and moans for like 5 minutes before they actually pass away.
Oh, Jort has been proving me wrong. It seems like he's got a snipe on Atlas. Zeno gets taken out by a grenade, or takes out Brewster with a grenade. Bomb has been planted. It is a 2v3. Ryuk is in a perfect spot in reception. Oh, never mind. He gets taken out. It's a 3v1. Oh! I saw those game-winning kills right there. That round-winning kills. That was excellent. Oh, I thought it stuck him. Wow, that would have been great if that was a stick. Messiah's message in the chat. He looks like he's explaining what a diddly donk is.
Yeah, he definitely did. I do see that. So I'll have to remember that. I'm going to say, though, you said that you were going to see a 6... You thought you were going to see a 6-1. I mean, it looks like you might get your wish, but it looks like it's going to be in the opposite favor of what you thought it would have gone to.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you said 6-3.
Yeah, still. I said 6-3. I've been proven wrong many times. My family has a saying for it.
Ooh, Rook picks up Zeno. It's now 4-2. Ooh, Rooster then picks up
Ooh.
Jam too. So Kachig is the last player standing for Samurai now. Hopefully, Absolute can, get this momentum, get this down, and hopefully they can continue it in to the next and potentially make this a little bit closer of a game.
I was expecting them to be flying away with these S&D wins, but Samurai has proven me wrong very easily.
They got Rooster there. He's on the move for rotation here. He
Oh,
saw Ryuk, gets Ryuk.
he's cheating. That's crazy. Did you saw that flick?
He tries to shoot, I think it was Atlas, but he didn't get a good angle on him, and unfortunately gets caught in the back there.
That was a good shot. Those were good, crazy shots that Chig was playing through. Oh, he left himself real exposed. That's one thing you can't do, guys. If you're gonna be in couches, you gotta make sure you're aware of your surroundings. It's very important.
Did one of us pronounce Zeno's name wrong?
Zeno, like in Dragon Ball Z, Super.
No, no. What they're saying is in the chat it says it's Z. No.
Zeno, yeah, Zeno. Did we say it wrong? Did we say Zeno?
I don't know. I thought we've been calling him Zeno this whole time, but
maybe I
maybe
said
not.
Zeno. Zeno. Oh, Zeno, like Z-E-E, and then no.
They're definitely playing it really slowly. Jortho picks up Atlas.
Very slow.
I think they definitely know that they plan on going B.
Oh, 100%. You know, it'd be great to see Zeno actually go for an A push since they've made all this noise on B. Ooh. Ryuk takes out
Ryuk
Kachig.
picks up Kachig. It's 3-3 now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Rooster's moving out. If Rooster can come back and get it, Ryuk gets Zeno there.
Ooh.
Jam gets Ryuk though, so it's 2-2 now.
It looks like it's going to be an A plant.
No, Rooster ends up getting hit there by Pillar there as he came out double arch. So that leaves Jort by himself and away from the bomb with 10 seconds left. So I don't think he's going to have time. He's going to have to try to kill them both.
If only... Go ahead.
I think there's a little bit of confusion there. I think they landed on top of each other. He didn't realize how he was, and it gave him the ability to kind of turn around and get him there as he hopped off of the catwalk.
100% hurt, and you saw him look up there. That's something you got to be careful with on S&D. If the bomb is not secure, okay, that's fine. But you got to play slow enough that you can see these enemy players. George should have won there, but since he was rushing to get that bomb, he ended up getting himself killed.
Looks like there's gonna be a good old A push here.
A is the best.
Jort tried to pick up a sniper there on that steps, but I think he ended up missing, so he backed off.
Ooh.
Rooster gets James there. I think he's sitting bottom bed. Yep, he's sitting bottom bed as Caesar sitting top.
You see George
so
slowly moving to get who was it? Little Rooster. Bomb is going down.
Zeno was sitting in mid. It looked like he may have saw him go to plant, but he didn't fire upon him. And so I'm not sure if he was playing it patiently. Kachig, I think, sees that Ryuk is there. Ryuk ends up picking up Zeno in the back, but instead of coming out by Kachig, it looks like he rotated back the back side.
It's very interesting. I wonder what he's going to do from here. He's couches. Little Rooster. Oh, did Little Rooster just ace the whole team? No, right?
He might. No, Ryuk ended up taking out Zeno in the mid, so he didn't get all of them. He may have gotten 3.
Jeez.
But right there, honestly, Kachig probably should have had him, but the angle there just made the last few shots of Kachig slightly off to the right, and so it ended up not bullet registering, giving him the chance to hit him as he was falling.
Now that's a little bit of a downside for controller because you have very slow. I don't want to say rotation, camera rotation. But you don't react as fast because it's your thumbs. You don't have enough nerve endings in it. I believe that's how that's going on. Oh,
I'm
destroyed
not gonna lie.
Cialis.
One of the things I use to kind of do that is I don't fully stay zoomed in all the time. I will intentionally release the zoom in to move faster hip to zoom back in real quick. Like kind of like a
Oh,
touch and
okay.
go motion.
That's smart, honestly. I don't,
Oh,
I
don't
don't,
get me wrong. It's gotten me killed though before too, just because there is still a slight delay from going in. But
That's the downside to it. It's just the delays. Oof.
Jordan's against Caesar. Reuk is the last one alive. He gets Zeno. So is Jort.
Ooh.
Oh, Jort picks him up.
Excellent shots. Excellent shots.
I told you I thought it was gonna be 6'4", 6'4", 6'5".
You did. You did tell me that. That's your prediction.
I wasn't sure who was gonna take it, but I felt like it'd be a little bit closer than 6'3". Honestly, they had me a little concerned though when they were down 5-1. But you know, good on them coming back 3. Unfortunately, that last round there, they just had a lot of people drop really quick, and it kind of was, you know, painful. So, Samurai go up 2-0 now. They have taken the Hardpoint, and they have now taken the S&D. So, do you think Absolut can take this control, get themselves back in, and potentially do the reverse sweep, or do you think we could see a 3-0 here in favor of Samurai?
I want to see Black Pearls do something fantastic and win the series. That's going to be my bread and butter right there.
So we will be going back to hotel on a control. It looks like they are all set up, so if the teams are ready, we are good to go in to map number 3. There we go.
Oof.
So lives are sitting really even right now, 26-27. As you can see, it looks like Samurai is on the offensive, and they are working on their first tick here on A.
They grab that tick. 3 on. That's a huge stack right there.
Yeah, they definitely have 3 on. They're going through that really quick. At this point, if you're Absolute, you kind of just accept the fact that they got that, it's gone, and then you need to set up, hold your corners here for this B, and then honestly hold the different spawn traps to kind of force them out and kind of guide where they're going to be coming in, because if you don't hold those and you allow them to force you out, it makes it really hard to get back to that point to defend it, and you essentially just kind of lose them round away.
I completely agree with you. It's very important you are able to keep that hold. If you don't, the whole thing goes downhill. You see the tricky spot Caesar's in? Behind the plants.
Ooh, Jake picks up Rooster there. Jort picks up Caesar.
Oof.
That is 4 down, so right now is their time to really rush and stack that.
And they have teammates close enough to stack that. There goes the first
Stealing
pick
Jort
right there.
out 2 there. They have 2 on.
Ooh.
1
Oh,
on.
I love what
Ooh,
Caesar did right there.
Yeah, no, Caesar almost got that by himself.
Ooh,
Rift
Chame
does
almost did too.
Yeah, so Rift does have control of that. They did manage to get him off of it. They are kind of spawning that lobby. Little Rooster was sitting there kind of tantalized, and then he ends up getting Zeno, but Jort ends up getting him in double arches. Now they really need to be careful with life though, and how aggressive they are pushing this, because they are defending, and right now the attacking side has 6 more lives than them.
Yeah.
So, you know, they need to be really careful. A Rooster there gets picked up from Jort, who's sitting at reception, who picks up Atlas as well.
Oof. He should have seen Chame there. I think he did, but I don't know why he pushed into reception like that. Oh, there goes the stack right there. That's 4 of them on there. No, that's it, unfortunately.
That's done. That is quick, and
Oh.
that round 1 goes to Samurai.
That's quick and dirty. I was not expecting that out of Samurai. Jeez Louise, they're putting on a show so far. Whoa, gets both players. Probably would have got Caesar too. He didn't hit the game to the end right there.
Yeah, right now the slaying power is slightly in favor of Samurai, as you have, you know, Jort 6-2, James 7-2, Kachig 9-3. On the opposition, you have, Ryuk 4 and 8, Rooster who's gone up to 6-7 now, and then Caesar who's 4-6. But Atlas is having a hard time right now as he sits 1 and 5, and so Atlas there team kill on Rooster there.
He's tired of Rooster, tired of getting those kills taken from him. But it looks like
Unfortunately, Rooster kind of wasted his dead silent there as he wanted to go through middle, and he ends up running into Zeno there in arches, and Zeno just went ahead and said, "I'm gonna go ahead and walk through here."
that's the downside of having Daddy, and the other team has Daddy. You just can't hear them, and then you end up losing your Daddy.
Look at Chig. Alpha gets Jort.
Caesar's
Rooster
just
here's on 2 there. Oh, he got around the corner and got Zeno, but didn't realize that Kachig was right there as well. And Kachig gets the trade.
ooh. Yeah, Black Pearl is doing significantly better on offense than on defense.
Yeah, I will say that they're definitely holding.
Ooh.
As they're getting ready to stack this now.
They just need a little
definitely
bit.
Going through. And you just need a little bit more.
My gosh.
And it looks like they're gonna get it. So
Caesar's
that
just
was a quick capture on both sides right there. I honestly, what I think this is gonna come down to, I think it's gonna be 2-2, and whoever winds up on the attacking side in that final round is probably gonna be who gets it.
I agree. They it seems to me that both these teams are pretty good at control. I mean, who wouldn't be good at control? Did you see Caesar? Getting a whole five spree right there.
He did definitely get a 5 streak there, bringing him back to 9 and 6. Ryuk coming in 9 and 10. Rooster going 10 and 10. So they definitely managed to get their kills back in order and managed to make it count. Atlas, unfortunately, still a little struggling there at 2 and 7. Hopefully, we can see him get the momentum going and run up with the rest of his teammates. And as you look on the opposition, they didn't really get very many kills last round.
No, they only got maybe 1 or 2, or a handful. I want to say.
Chico got a double there on Rooster and Ryuk as they go to capture A, and they do have a 3-man stack on it.
Chami takes out Caesar with a deadly headshot. They are stacking on the point right now. 3 on the point, I believe. Beacon useless and a double catwalk / carpet connector.
So here we go. Same point. If I was them, I'd fall back. I would not push in, wasting because you're gonna waste life. I mean, right there you see Caesar. He pushes in to essentially all 4 of them as they're on that point still, and ends up bleeding their life. Right now you have lives up. Take the time, get set up on B,
100%.
hold your angles, keep them out, and just make sure every life count. I mean, one of their biggest issues they had last round they were on defense is the fact that they lost their life control, and right now it's going that same way. As, Samurai is now 26 and 20.
Yeah, they're just getting absolutely torn up right now. You don't see this out of Black Pearls too often, especially the games we've streamed with them playing. I expected a little bit more gunnies from them. The lives 23-17 in favor of Samurai.
They're still not down and out. Obviously, a 5 life spread is still manageable.
Oh, completely. You could definitely make that up.
You definitely have to make that. Right there, Rooster with a double kill there, but they're still down 6 lives.
Beautiful. Rooster's probably one of those. Rooster's probably one of those.
Caesar getting Kachig, Alice getting George. So right now they're still set at the 5 lead. Basically, they're gonna have to make their lives count and try to not bleed them through. Because right now they may keep them off the point, but it really feels like Samurai is just going to strip them of their lives. So they sit there at 9 now, and they're almost down, double in life count.
This is not how you should be playing Control. And I don't want to sound harsh because these are good players. Don't get me wrong. They should have been playing at different angles. They're all doing the same thing that they've been doing. It's just stacking together into one spot, and then they get killed.
And then, like I said before, you definitely need to hold top bedroom, hold back sauna, forcing them to spawn out by kitchen, making them take longer to get to you.
Exactly.
And they're not really holding those points. They're allowing them to gain control, and unfortunately, it pushes them out of their spot and just makes it hard for them to come back.
Yeah, it's one of the things you have to do on these respawn game modes. It's the same thing on Hardpoint. Plus, you gotta rotate, but on Control, you have to play those angles really well. Those top power positions are important.
Absolutely, they are. Especially with Control, because on Hotel is definitely one of those harder maps to kind of spawn trap because it's such a long map.
Oof.
So making them spawn out and kind of funneling where you think they're going to come from, and then holding those angles is really key to kind of get the best situation as a trap as you can. Because obviously, if you hold top bedroom, you hold sauna, pushes them out towards kitchen, or it pushes them out towards chandelier, making them have longer distance to try to get to you. But allowing them to kind of spawn in that original spawn and giving them less of a distance to get there allows them to keep going. Right there, Kachig, I believe, just picked up a triple kill.
Oof. It's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's not looking good for Black Pearls. So it's again. This is short. It's the beginning of the round, but they're down 5 kills right now. They're down 5 deaths. They super stacked that really well. Good kill by Little Rooster, taking out Chame. Or Chame. Apologize for pronunciation, chat.
Yeah, we'll figure out exactly how it's pronounced, I'm sure. Honestly, if I had to guess, though, I feel like Chame's probably.
Who doesn't love anime nowadays, man? You gotta have an anime name.
Now, they are still sitting up. Well, they were 5, now 6 lives. B is the last point. It seems like they're not having as much success as they did last attacking round, getting into that point and stacking it. It definitely seems like they're being held out. Yort there picks up Rooster from top bed, kind of keeping Zeno alive there.
That was kind of gross, seeing those kills unfold.
Yort picks up Atlas. Caesar does pick up Zeno. But again, they're still sitting at an 8 life deficit, so they're gonna have to stack that point. Don't get me wrong, I've seen people with 4 lives left manage to still come out and win over a team with 15 lives, just because they managed to stack and hold it long enough to make the stack count. But it comes down to, like, you have to push as a team. You have to get on that point.
Yes.
Or you're that, or your slaying power just really needs to ramp up to, make it to where you get. And Zeno there with a double as he gets Atlas off the point and picks up Caesar from the mid.
They're not playing their lives with the amount of potential they have. They should be able to dominate normally, but they're not playing like they usually do. Maybe it's a bad day they're having.
Like there, Zeno picks up Rooster. They're going in mid. I'm gonna get Atlas and York gets Caesar. They're holding the angles that they think that you're gonna spawn through, because if you see, they're spawning them that kitchen side because they're holding that top bedroom, so they know they're going to come from that side of things.
Exactly.
So with that being said, all they know is they have to cover that mid and potentially cover the back if they rotate through arches or pillar. And as long as they have those angles taken care of, I mean, they kind of keep them in that kind of funnel where as long as they have them there, they're just gonna bleed their lives. And that's kind of what happened there.
That's exactly what happened there.
Chig sitting with 30 kills there, it looks like.
That's gross. 30 and 16 is a very good number to have.
Right now, it looks like Samurai may be the team to beat right now in the C division. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season plans out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Samurai, this is I'm assuming their debut stream, and so far they just showed up and trounced Absolut with no problem at all. And from the games we have seen Absolut play, we've seen them do fantastic. From the first couple weeks, from the first 2 weeks, to the crazy 8s that we've been hosting with Absolut in there, mixed in. It's pretty crazy to see such an upset right there. I'm looking forward to what Samurai does in the future.
I believe we will go ahead and call it an end for today. Thank you for those who supported us, came in, and watched these teams duke it out. Good game to both teams. Look forward to seeing how you guys do here in the upcoming matches. Be interesting to see when we get to the end of the season and go into that playoff who actually winds up coming out on top. Do we have the story of David and Goliath and Goliath reigns supreme, or do we have our own little Call of Duty Cinderella story where the underdogs come back and manage to take it all in the end? The only way to find out is if you follow. If you want to subscribe, we'll appreciate the support, but tune in and find out for yourselves. Now, obviously, if you don't have the time to watch us, because we know everyone has busy schedules, on our Twitter, we post all the matches and updates as well as in Discord, so you can find out who comes out on top. So have a good night and rally up.